Hello and welcome to yet another review. First of all, we are again here at Hyundai Tucson. We'd like to give them a shout out for their continuous support, especially Nadia, the manager, as well as one of their salesperson, Unewo. Their details will be on the description. Please click. If you are in the market for a new car, they'll definitely hook you up. We are here to look at a car that I don't know, it turns head. I don't know whether it's it for the good or for the bad. But all I know it's a good car. We're going to look at the exterior design. We're going to look at the interior and build quality. We drive the car and then we give you our impression of this car. For Love Drive, how we? Our test unit for today, it is this amazing Hyundai Tucson. This is the executive one that we're going to be looking at. It's got 4 grades that I will introduce to you soon. But however, later we will be driving top of the range, the Elite Diesel. This car starts at a premium grade, which comes in at 550,900 rands. Then you've got this executive, which comes in at 601,000 rands, 900 rands. Then you've got the Elite that comes in at 669,900 rands. Then top of the range, the Elite Diesel that comes in at 734,900 rands. Well, all of them are mated to a 2-liter turbocharged engine, with the petrol variants producing 115 kilowatts at 192 millimeters of torque. Then the top of the range diesel comes in at 197 kilowatts at 416 millimeters of torque. Well, all of the petrol variants are mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission, whilst both the Elite are mated to a 8-speed transmission. Well, it's good to know that you're going to be driving a great powertrain. Well, let's look at the exterior. I love the front of the new Tucson. I think the design has evolved and it looks amazing. You've got daytime running lights that sort of flashes into the grille. It seems like it's a one pattern, which looks absolutely great. I love it. I love the detailing on the bumpers. It looks great. Then you've got standard headlights on the side, which are LED for the executive as well as the Elite. The premium gets halogen lights. They look really great. The side profile of the Tucson looks really great. You've got lines that goes across the car, bold lines and creases that really emphasize the side of this car. The Elites get a 19-inch. The executive, this one gets a 18-inch, while the premium will come in with a 17-inch. This car really looks great. I love the black arching over the wheel arch. It kind of emphasizes that it's a SUV. Well, when you are a designer given a canvas to design the Tucson, I think you can go to town. We've got this amazing diamond pattern on the bottom of the bumper, and this design is actually evident even on the lights as well in the front. The back of the Tucson really looks good. I love how the Hyundai logo is integrated into the window and it is flat. You don't see it protruding, which looks amazing. You've got a light bar that runs across. Then you've got 2 vertical lights that goes across down on each end of the car. Well, inside the boot, you've got a 530 liters of boot capacity. When you've got the seats up, when you've got the seats down, you've got 1,860 boot capacity. I think it's big and I think it's great. Something which is great is you get a full alloy spray wheel, not just a biscuit, not just a steel wheel, but a full alloy wheel. Something which is great with our potholes. Well, welcome to the back of the Tucson. I think in South Africa we're getting the long wheelbase, hence the ample space that you see in the car. This is my driving position and I've got loads of leg room. I mean, I've got loads of headroom, so any tall person won't have an issue. And I love that I can stretch my legs underneath, so it's great. And because you've got an almost a flat floor, the third seat, it is properly usable and they will not struggle. When you are not using this third seat, you open up a armrest which exposes 2 cup holders. Material used in this car are really good. I love the seating. I love how they are padded. I love how good it feels to sit at the back. You've got vents at the back as well, which is great. You've got USB ports for charging the phones, which are amazing. You've got nets as well at the back, which is great. I love the door bins. You've got a 1 liter, I think, door bins that you can throw in your bottled water in. But something that is amazing for a Tucson, the backrest of these seats are able to recline. You can relax, and those guys who are at the back can chill and sleep their way to Mpumalanga. Close the door, let me sleep. Well, welcome to the front of the Tucson. I think this is where you will be spending most of your time driving your Tucson, and I think you are not going to be disappointed. I love how everything swoops into the middle. It looks like it connects. It is great. The interior really looks great, and it looks premium. You've got this patent design that you've got on the dash, which runs also into the door. It looks really great. Material used in here are nice. They're not that hard plastic, so it's nice. It's a great feeling to be in. You get a 4-spoke steering wheel which got multifunction steering controls on it, and it really looks great. It is very chunky, so holding it you will enjoy the thickness of this steering wheel. Well, what else do you find in the front? You've got the normal cubby hole, which is great. It's a decent size. You've got a wireless charger which comes in all grades. Then you've got some USB and a 12-volt socket in the front, which is great. You've got 2 cup holders. Then you've got heated seats in a Tucson. Heated seats, amazing. I like that. Your gear lever, you've got your parking aid as well as your drive mode selector here. Well, let's test the build quality of this car. Honestly, it's done. It's well bolted. I mean, this is the Hyundai. They've done very well when it comes to that, so kudos to them. You've got a bit of storage in here, which is great. You can throw in some stuff and it's wonderful. I love the seats. They're very comfortable. You still have enough headroom, so your drivability is going to be okay. This executive seats for the driver is electric, so you're able to move it as much as you want and set your driving position as great as you can. Steering wheel, it's reach and rake, great, no hassles there. The center of our test unit is dominated by a 8-inch, which is for the infotainment. Then you've got a lower screen which controls the climate control. We will show this one when we go into the Elite to test it. That one might have a different screen. I think it's a 10.25 inch as opposed to an 8-inch. Well, they are all pairable to Android Auto as well as Apple Play. It is streams music and it is a great system to use. I think you're not gonna be disappointed. You are just going to love this car. I know I do. The front of the driver, you've got a 10-inch instrumental cluster, which is digital. Whilst you use your drive mode, you will be able to see it change along the screens. You've got different screens for eco, then you've got a different screen for the normal drive mode, and I guess the exciting one is the sports. What is the smart? Well, we've got Neo. I'm sorry, today we've got Neo who's going to explain what is the smart mode.
So basically you get eco, normal and sport. Your smart is basically the optimum balance between your eco as well as your sport. So in essence, it's basically the car trying to give you a bit of both eco and sport infused together.
Nice. Oh well, let's take this baby out on the road. This is the diesel derivative. The Elite comes in petrol as well as the top ranging diesel, which produces 137 kilowatts. I think we're going to test that 137 kilowatts, tell you how it drives. So far it feels really smooth and great. Again, a disclaimer, I did say that I think I love Hyundai trains, or I love Hyundai cars. So let's see how it goes. So what driver aids, safety aids, Connor, do you have? EBD, what else?
Yeah, electronic brake distribution, your anti-braking locking system. Then you get things like lane assist as well. So click on lane assist. We've actually tried out on our way back. Once you click on lane assist, basically when you're on the freeway, you can basically pick up the lane that you're in and just keep you within that lane. So whenever, let's say, you want to send a quick message, which I wouldn't advise you to do, and you're on your phone and you're busy just trying to send, as soon as like it goes out of the lane, you'll feel the steering wheel nudging you back to keep you back onto that lane that you're in, and you get things like forward collision assist safety. Your forward collision assist safety will basically either alert you or even apply brakes for you if it sees there's another vehicle in front of you and there's going to be like an impact. So it can actually do that for you, apply brakes or actually alert you. So it just depends on what settings you've actually put it on. If you do not want it to do anything, you can actually switch that off if you want to. But then yeah, that wouldn't be advisable as well. And then you also get for like a rear occupant alerts as well. So what it'll actually do is, if you have maybe, let's say, a young one at the back and there's an oncoming car, and it actually picks up on the sensors on the side that there's actually like a oncoming car coming from one of the sides, and let's say the young one is trying to get out, what will actually happen is it'll actually like lock the doors and stop the person from actually going out until it senses that there's no oncoming car. But those, like I said, are things that you actually have to set up onto the vehicle for yourself.
Yes. Okay, as I alluded, guys, we are at Hyundai Centurion once more. You heard Neo explaining this car. So if you want a great salesperson, hit them up. He'll be here to take you through this amazing car. Well, this car really drives well. I love it. It is smooth. You don't even hear the noise of the diesel. Punchy for me. I think if we put it into normal drive, it drives well. Let's try that sport. Right, so what is our verdict of the Tucson? Should you shortlist it, should you buy it, or should you not buy it? This is the key fob. You've got the lock, unlock, boot holds, and interestingly, a start button. Well, when it's cold, you are able to warm up your car, and by the time you get into it, it will be warm enough. Well, let's give you some of the numbers of this car. You've got a 6-year, 90,000 kilometers of service plan. You've got a 7-year or 200,000 warranty of this car. Well, let's do the math and tell you how much it's going to cost you, especially for the executive model, which comes in at 601,900 rands. If you're going to take it without balloon payment, no deposit, at 11% interest rate, you are looking at about 11,455, adding about 1,800 for the insurance. And this car's got a 54-liter tank of petrol. You are looking at almost 14,000 rands. Well, if you've got the money and you've got it, come and buy or come and look at this car. It's got rivals: the Mazda CX-5, the Kia Sportage, the Toyota RAV4, well, many. I think personally it looks good, it looks futuristic, and well, many of you are buying this car. So our review or our views not gonna matter at this stage. I think come in, check it out. If you've got the money, just buy the car. For Love Drive, stay tuned.